Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya ayyuhal muslimun. To the long-time listener and first-time visitor, we welcome you to this episode. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Two of these concepts very important. The first of the concept is the concept of talking too much. Al-hadith, that, what do you call it? Speech, those sujun. Speech, it flows, meaning don't put yourself in a situation where you're running off at the mouth and you're talking, and you talk yourself into a divorce. You talk, smoke clears your divorce. Don't put yourself in that situation. And likewise, don't put yourself in a situation where you destroy your family unnecessarily, as such that sorrow is not going to help you. Think about the man who divorced his wife for the third time, irrevocable divorce. How many of the fatwa do you hear about where individuals who have divorced their wife for a third time goes from sheikh to sheikh to sheikh to ask, does this divorce count? Why are they doing that? If you really intended it, you really wanted it, you want it to count. You're not going to ask about it. Now, let's say I already said it count. I said, I don't want to talk about it. It's over. I don't want you. No, they're asking these questions. Why? Because they don't want it to count. They're asking these questions because they're remorseful. They're regretful. They're asking these questions because they know I have divorced this woman for a third time for no reason, really. It's not a real reason. It's not, so they're sad now. They're regretful. They're regretful. They're remorseful over what they have done, but it's too late. It's too late. Regret is not going to help you right now. It's too late. It's already over. So they go and they ask because they're hoping that they get the answer that no, it don't count. They're hoping to get the answer, no, it don't count. And this is a reminder, because usually people like this that reach 3 divorces that fast like that is because divorce is quick on their mouth. The slightest thing, divorce. Divorce. And a lot of times when you look at it, when it comes to marriage, when you look at it, many divorces are due to things that are fixable. Many divorces are due to things that are fixable. You can fix it. You can resolve this. You can get past this issue. But they divorce anyway. Okay? And if you reflect on it, many divorces stem from arguments that were a result of something extremely insignificant. Right? Think about how many divorces come off of an argument, but when you trace back the steps, go back to the beginning. Well, why did you actually start arguing? Well, because this happened. And it could have been something very insignificant. They said something that hurt your feelings. So you fly off at the handle. But what was actually said? Is that worth destroying your whole marriage? Well, no, but my feelings were hurt. So I said whatever. And then what? Start running off at the mouth. Start running off at the mouth. Start running off at the mouth. Right? So on and so forth. So you have to, each party has to reflect on how many women end up getting khula and then want to go back to the man, right? Now, to get khula, it has to be for a reason. But the sister get khula, then she comes to the master and say, but I want to marry my husband again. But you asked for a khula, correct? Yeah. Why'd you ask for a khula? The reasons in which you asked for a khula, are they still persistent inside this man? Are they still there? Well, yeah. But you want him back anyway? Well, yeah. Why? Because in reality, these are not reasons they should have asked for a khula for in the first place. There's not a reason you should have asked for a khula for in the first place. Because he lost his job. Now you want khula, you can't take care of khula. Right? And I don't mean like, her rights are not being fulfilled. I just mean she can't get the vacation she used to get. She can't get the present she used to get. She can't get these handbags he used to get from before because he lost a good job. Now he got a little job. So, he just taking care of what he got to take care of. I ain't on my lifestyle no more and all this type of stuff. Now she want khula from a good person just to leave and go with a bad person. Now I'm going to go back to the good person. It happens, unfortunately. But in this, let's go back. Right? I digress. How often is it the brothers will divorce his wife third time, or the woman will ask for a khula over something that was extremely insignificant, and thus they have murdered their marriage over something very insignificant. something very trivial, something that you didn't have to destroy the whole marriage over that, destroy the family over what, something so insignificant. Want to destroy the family. No reason. Now you want to destroy the family. A'udhu billah. This is something that is extremely despicable that we have to try our best to avoid. If we going to have sound marriages, we have to try our best to avoid these things. There are many ways that we could avoid these things. Firstly, as we know, a lot of times arguments over something insignificant stem due to a lack of communication and are linked to other things. You've been mad about whatever for however long, and then he says something that hurts your feelings and you blow up. Or likewise with the man, same scenario. Now she says something, hurts your feelings, then you blow up. That's due to what? A lack of communication. If you communicate these issues, you're able to nip these things in the bud. But not doing that, it will cause a molehill to grow into a mountain. So we have to have good communication. Before that, we have to constantly fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every situation.